If anyone knows the answer to this question, I would be really happy to know, because I have no idea what it is, and so maybe this video is less of me talking about things that I know and more like somebody help. Because, quite frankly, it is very, very easy to become totally disenfranchised and disillusioned with the entire idea of being an activist or being a feminist or caring about anything at all. And so this week, we're going to be talking about feminist burnout and ways to potentially avoid burnout, or how we refresh or rejuvenate our sort of sense or passion for gender justice issues. And that's really difficult. And so that's why I think it's important sometimes to be able to take a step back from the things that you're passionate about, because too often people just put so much of themselves and so much of their personal life into caring about things that it seems like they can't do anything about. And I know for us working on this channel, that's something small and tangible that we can work with and say, okay, we really care about feminism and we want to discuss gender issues, and that's sort of an avenue where we can take our thoughts that we've been having and sort of express them, and at the end of the day say, wow, I did that. But in a lot of ways, doing feminist work, particularly in the community, and when you look at things on a larger scale, it really starts to feel like you're not doing anything. And I get to this place all the time and I get so discouraged, and I read comments that some people leave on these videos, or I will sit down and read the news, and you think, oh my god, I'm never going to change anyone's mind, I'm never going to be able to do this. You start getting into this mindset of, I'm never going to be able to do anything, because it's difficult to see on a global or national or even sometimes community level the impact that you or a group that you're involved with is making. And I've been involved with Feminist Alliance at school, and sometimes it's really difficult to actually feel like you're doing anything when all of the conflicts and fighting are coming from within a group. Talking about particularly intersectionality and making sure that all of those voices are being heard, and then you're at the end of the day being like, I don't even know if I did one of those 15 things properly, and I just want to give up entirely. I think where I've kind of gotten to the point now is being like, I'm going to pick and choose, and I can't solve everything and I can't do everything, but what it really comes down to, I think, is just knowing when to say no, knowing when to stop. And if you ever get to the point where you are capable of doing that, tell me how. I guess sometimes what it feels like is that you care too much and you wish that you just didn't care at all and you could live in ignorance. And I think that's a really sad place to get to, and it's a really hard place to get out of, feeling like you don't want to put in the effort anymore because it's too hard on you emotionally, and sacrificing your mental health in order to be able to help someone in a way that you're not even sure worked. My maybe not well-earned or deserved advice is to take a step back, take some time for yourself, and have it be okay to say no. Pick and choose 1, 2, 3 things or 3 events that you want to get involved with, 3 causes, and then say, you know what, if something else comes up that I'm more passionate than one of these things, then I have to let one thing go, and I can't do everything, but I can do something. And keeping your eye on the smaller picture and saying, I'm involved with these things in the community and I'm helping these people learn something, and if I can change the mind of one person or have a conversation with one person that they found constructive and help them learn a little bit about intersectional issues, it's better to be trying to do something, one thing, okay and pretty well, instead of trying to do 10,000 things and doing them all poorly. And as far as feeling like you're making a difference, it will come. And I'm literally the worst person that could be saying this to anyone, because I'm constantly telling myself that it doesn't feel like it's making any difference. But just look back 20, 30 years and you will see the differences that you and your consciousness and your collective have made. So maybe a little bit of patience. Patience is a virtue. I have absolutely none of it, so maybe you'll have better luck. If you have any tips or ideas or thoughts, concerns, queries about feminist burnout and activist burnout and just feeling really dang exhausted at the end of the day from trying to be a good person. Thoughts? Leave them in the comments. Maybe, I don't know. Don't wear yourself out, because I think that there are people around you that are supportive and can understand and identify with what you're doing and maybe even help you accomplish those goals. So, Hannah, I will see you sometime in the near future, and I hope you're all having a great Tuesday. Bye.